Okay, so SummerSlam 2023 is over, and I am finally going to give my review. I know that I'm pretty late to doing this. I've been very busy, been working, and yeah, but I've just been busy in life, like I normally am. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first match was Ricochet v Logan Paul. This match was I don't know why I sound confused. I liked it. Yeah, this match 8 out of 10. I like. It was a good opening match. Logan is it's weird how because Logan is I guess you'll consider Logan more a wrestler than a celebrity now since he's done more than I think Logan's done more than enough matches and he's done long enough matches to be considered a wrestler rather than just a celebrity, despite being a celebrity as well. Even whether you love him or hate him, you would consider him a wrestler now. So the match he put on with Ricochet, especially to open up SummerSlam, was very good. The ending was a bit, I guess, like a typical heel, like when the ref is thing not looking. Logan uses illegal objects to knock Ricochet down to get the 1, 2, 3. But it does make sense, seeing as how that match was kind of is would I say high flying? Let's say athletic. It was kind of to see who was gonna one up the other, and with I guess Ricochet seemingly upping up Logan Paul every time. So Logan kind of had to dig down deep just to get the win, and yeah, that's what Logan did. So yeah, a lot of people probably won't be happy with that, but it does make a lot of sense. And honestly, the match itself was very good, so I'll give it. And it was a very good match to start off SummerSlam. So yeah, I'll easily give it 8 out of 10. And yeah, I'm not because I haven't seen this week's Raw. I don't know if um Logan and Ricochet will have another match at the next pay-per-view, which will probably be Payback. Probably most likely will, considering Payback. The name is Payback. But yeah, decent match, 8 out of 10. Cannot complain. Okay, second match: Cody Rhodes v Brock Lesnar. I gave it no, not I think I gave it 8 out of 10. I think originally in my mind when I watched it, because I wrote notes down just after when I finished watching the SummerSlam matches, or for some of the matches anyway. Uh, I gave it like an 8.5 and 9 out of 10. I think I enjoyed it that much. Um, but now I think 8 out of 10. I don't know. I think because the feud is I don't know. Now that I think about it, the feud is pretty similar to Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. Seth won at WrestleMania, then lost at Extreme Rules when Brock Lesnar cashed in Money in the Bank, and then won at SummerSlam. So Cody won at Backlash, then lost at Night of Champions, then won at SummerSlam. So similar, different, but similar at the same time. I don't know. The match was good. But it's kind of like a typical Brock Lesnar match where he dominates, but then uh, if it's like if it's a WrestleMania match or something along those lines, then yeah, Brock's losing, which was kind of the case. Like Cody's, I guess you could say star power, pun not intended. Uh, his it's pretty high. It's pretty high. So I kind of expected him to come out on top of this thing. It was you could almost say it was predictable that Cody was gonna win. But yeah, match was it was it was a good match despite Brock being dominant. And it was match being pretty similar to his other styles, his types of matches. It was still a good match. So you know what, I could even drop it down to 7.5. But you know what, I'll say 8 out of 10. I'll say 8 out of 10. It was a good match. Okay, third match was the men's Slim Jim's Battle Royale. It's 7 out of 10. It's let me not lie. It wasn't the Battle Royale itself wasn't bad. I can even drop it down to a 6 if I'm being honest. Yeah, I'm dropping down to a 6. 6.5. It wasn't bad. There were good spots. I actually wrote these down. Give me a second. So the three things I wrote down were the Chad Gable's elimination on Ludwig Kaiser, Grayson Waller and the Miz's combined finishing move. I really liked that. Right. Like it's so the Miz's finisher is so simple, but when you can combine it with something else, it can look so good. And his and Dolph Ziggler's one, especially when Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre did their finishing when Drew re-debuted on the main roster, but sorry for another day. And what was the last thing I liked? And when almost got eliminated, that was the build up to that was very good as well. Not the elimination itself because it's just a typical big guy elimination where everyone gangs up on him until he's eliminated, but the build up to it was pretty good. But this match kind of didn't serve it was just a randomly put it was a random match put together just to give LA Knight the win because this LA Knight's the fan like LA Knight's becoming so popular that they're kind of forcing WWE's hands to put him on a pay-per-view, which I'm surprised he didn't do at WrestleMania, but maybe he wasn't that big at the time. But I think because he's been getting neglected recently, that's what making him more popular. So I think when he gets his big break, I think he's going to slow down in popularity. So I think WWE know this. So that's why the fact that there was only one, and I didn't even notice the fact there was only one women's match on this SummerSlam card, and they put a battle royale there instead of another women's match. That speaks a lot of probably LA Knight's thing, battle royale. But maybe there's a chance they could have done this before. It had this in the works before LA Knight got immensely popular, but I have a small feeling that it was because of LA Knight's popularity that they kind of geared this battle royale towards his favor. But still, 7 out of 10, good spots. It didn't need to be on the card, but it did. I know I said 6.5, 6.5 out of 10. Good spots. Actually, no, 7. Because of the sports, it's a 7. It's a 7. But yeah, good spots. It didn't need to be on the card, but there were good spots. It was a good match. LA Knight won, of course, and yeah, you can't really complain. All right, fourth match. Also, if I look a bit tired, by the way, cause I am tired. I'm recording this literally. It's 12:22 the next day, so I am tired. But yeah, off topic. Fourth match: Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler in an MMA rules match. 5 out of 10. I'd, I think I didn't. I think they should have just done a WWE match rather than an MMA match because I don't know. It just didn't. I don't feel like it worked. Maybe some people maybe some people could have liked it. I don't know. The crowd seemed a bit bored. I was a bit. Yeah. Shayna winning is a good. I'm glad Shayna won because it makes, I guess, because she beat Ronda Rousey now, it kind of builds up a little bit of Shayna's credibility that she lost completely when she originally debuted onto the main roster, then lost to Becky Lynch, and so on and so forth. So Shayna's slowly starting to build up. I think Shayna is still heel, but it's because people don't like Ronda Rousey. That's why it was kind of heel v heel. Like Ronda should have quite clearly have been the face, but because people literally will not get behind this, it was a heel v heel match, which is why it didn't work out as well. And then the MMA rules match, it just didn't work. It should have just been a normal match. The match itself wasn't that. I can't really say it was bad. It was just mid. Shayna winning is a plus, but other than that, I don't really have anything to say other than it was just mid. That's why I gave it 5 out of 10. It was literally just mid. But hopefully, Shayna winning this match, hopefully she can build up to get a championship match soon. And Ronda, I don't know what Ronda's gonna do. She might even be on her way out of WWE because I've seen a few news stories saying something along those lines. Don't know how true they are. It's probably just rumors. But yeah, I don't think Ronda's got too much else to do in WWE unless she wants to go to NXT, which I doubt. Shayna, she can, because she got this win. I can see her going for championships in future. Maybe she could get a Royal Rumble win. Maybe she could have a big. She could win an Elimination Chamber. Maybe she can have a title match at WrestleMania. Who knows? But I think Shayna's gonna slowly but surely build herself up, and Ronda's. I don't know. I think she's pretty much done. But yeah, 5 out of 10. I'm not changing my mind on that. All right. Gunther v Drew McIntyre. Now, I'm just gonna say this now. The next few matches, I kind of rated them a similar rating, but I don't. I actually need to rewatch the match to have a final decision. And I kind of just made a rating. I just randomly, so I'm probably just gonna make another rating off the top of my head now. So yeah, anyway, Drew McIntyre v Gunther. We're gonna say 8.5 out of 10, because, and the reason of that, because it was a good match. So it was a good match already. But the ending of the match was, I think, it was what I was really interested in, because I thought as soon as whoever hit their finisher, they were gonna win. But Gunther hit his finisher, didn't win. Drew hit his Claymore kick, didn't win. So I was just like, okay, so where is this gonna go? And Imperium didn't even come out at all in this match. It was literally just literally one on one. Who is the better man? And that's what, 9 out of 10. Forget it. Not because the way I said that just made me bump up that match to a 9 out of 10. Because yeah, that match was literally just one on one. Who's the better man, literally? And Gunther intentionally, but also inadvertently, low blowed him. He didn't. I mean, the rings caused the low blow, but yeah, that's what. And then Gunther literally combined all his signature moves. What was it? The drop kick, short range lariat, and then another power bomb to seal the deal. So yeah, Gunther literally had to pull out everything. And I don't think I've ever seen Gunther do that. So and because he is doing that, I think his title reign is gonna come to an end soon. Which, I mean, he's nearly gonna be the longest ever Intercontinental Champion. So I'm not that surprised. I haven't, like I said, I haven't really seen Raw. So, and I think him and Chad Gable started a feud just before the Raw before SummerSlam. I don't know, maybe it could have been 2 weeks before. I don't truly know. So yeah, I think maybe Chad Gable could beat him for the IC title, which I actually would love to see, because it will build Chad Gable up as a star. And Chad Gable is starting to get a few fans because of his, I guess, Alpha Academy gimmick. Which, you know what, I'm happy for him. He's a good wrestler. Ever since his tag team with Jason Jordan kind of fizzled out, he kind of never really had a special moment. I guess there was a glimmer of hope in King of the Ring, but Baron Corbin won, and then yeah, Shorty G, yeah, it just didn't work. But you know what? Now he's back to Chad Gable. He's got this. He's a face now, but he tells people to shush, and it's working for him. So hopefully he can. I don't mind if he has a match with Gunther and loses, but hopefully if he does have a series of matches with him, he comes out on top of one of them and wins the IC title. It could even be a Survivor Series if I had to guess, but who knows? Only time will tell. All right, sixth match: Seth Rollins the Finn Balor. For some reason, I was thinking, I don't know. I thought I saw a poster thinking it was going to be the Demon Finn Balor v Seth Rollins, but I guess, you know what? If it was and the Demon lost again, then it probably would have been. He probably should. Finn Balor should probably retire the Demon, seeing as how the Demon just keeps. Ever since he's re-debuted, the Demon can't seem to get another win. So let's just leave the Demon until it's anyone's game. That's the best way I can say it. But 9 out of 10. It was a good match. I think I've rated this match more than the SummerSlam match. But I think not SummerSlam, the Money in the Bank match. But I think the Money in the Bank match was better. Apart from the ending. The ending was just Damian Priest just came there. I mean, no, it made sense in terms of the storyline. But I think this ending, I loved the SummerSlam ending more, because yeah, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, it's the same thing as the Drew and Gunther match. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor both hit their finisher, kicked out of it. So yeah, it was anyone's game. You didn't know which way it was gonna go. And in my prediction, I actually thought Finn was gonna win the title, but no. The whole of Judgment Day came out. Seth managed to fight them off, literally, and then I think Damian Priest and Finn Balor were kind of like I think Damian Priest was a bit hesitant, but then he gave him the money. Well, he wanted to give him the money in back briefcase, but then Seth literally capitalized as soon as that briefcase. Finn was crawling to that briefcase and curve stomped him onto the briefcase to get the 1-2-3 win, which could and Damien, from the look of it, Damien Priest could have wanted to do that, but it's just an assumption. You never know. So yeah, I literally I need to watch Raw to see how Finn is taking that, since I think that match was kind of Finn's last chance at the World Championship. So unless they do a Hell in a Cell match, but I doubt Finn and Seth are gonna do that. You know what, they could, but I just don't see it. But yeah, decent match, decent. I really like the ending. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna stick with that. Despite me rating it higher than the Money in the Bank match, even though I like the Money in the Bank match more, I still, because of the ending of this match, I'm gonna stick with 9 out of 10. It was a good match, and I actually really enjoyed watching it. And yeah, let's see when Seth. I think Seth's gonna lose his title soon. I don't know, when you're the inaugural champion, I don't think you have a long reign. Seth could prove me wrong, but I think Seth is gonna lose his title soon. If not Survivor Series, I could see it at the Rumble. I don't know. I don't see it. And if not, it should definitely be at Mania. I highly doubt Seth was gonna have the title until Mania, but if he manages to, he should definitely lose it at Mania. Okay, the 7th and the 8th match. Well, 7th match: Bianca Belair v Asuka v Charlotte Flair triple threat match. Um, I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. I think, if I remember correctly, I think this match it was triple threat match, but it was just, there was no items were used. But you know what? Which, I mean, I think someone could have taken advantage of that, like Asuka, especially since she's the one that always, ever since her new look, she's always been trying to change her, like trying to get a cheap and easy win. That's what I could say, especially when she uses her miss. But yeah, they didn't really capitalize, if I recall correctly, on any items or anything. But the reason why I liked the match, because I thought Asuka was gonna retain, seeing as how she literally just beat Bianca. But Bianca actually won, because I was thinking if Asuka wasn't winning, Charlotte was gonna win, but Bianca won, literally, which surprised me. Like, she was in, she was injured. Like, from, I don't know, how did she get injured again? I don't actually remember. I just remember when Charlotte sent her over the rope and then her knee hit the steel steps, so that made everything 10 times worse, and she was limping out. And then when Charlotte put the figure 8 on Asuka, she was just like, no, can't. She got back into the ring, and Brea did a 450. Fair enough, it's a kayfabe injury, so, but it's still impressive how she was able to, like, I think, to be fair, I think she actually did go climb to the top rope with one knee and then deliver the 450, so it was pretty impressive. And yeah, the ending when she Asuka blue miss Charlotte and then tried to roundhouse kick Bianca for her to dodge, then get the thing leverage pin, pretty good. And the 8th match, of course, Io Sky and Bianca Belair, where Bayley and Io Sky literally cleared house with Asuka and Charlotte. And then Bianca was actually fending off Bayley, but then when Io went for the knee, it was done for. She cashed in. Well, she cashed in, done her moonsault, and got the win. And she's now the new champion. So, yeah, Bianca Belair was and now isn't the champion anymore, and Io Sky is the champion. And I think they did this because I think they've got an Asuka the Io Sky match in the books. They I know. I've got a strong feeling Triple H wants them to have a one-on-one with like no interruptions or anything like that. He wants to make this match big, so that match might be saved for Mania or the Rumble. Who knows? But as of now, I think Bianca's probably injured, so she's probably not going to challenge for anything anytime soon. If anything, she could even turn heel. Charlotte, I can see her being a face for a while. I think she probably will be next in line to challenge Io. Sky. Oscar as well, maybe one match, but I don't think Oscar will get the win, especially with Bailey. And who knows, maybe Dakota Kai will come back to interfere as well. See, I don't know how severe her injury is, but she could interfere if she, because she looked healthy when she congratulated Io at SummerSlam, but I don't know the severity of her injury. But yeah, 9.5. Honestly, that match was very. I really liked the women's match. I think that was my favorite. That was the best match on the card for me. I don't know. I don't know. I expected that match to. I didn't think that match was going to be bad. I just didn't think it was going to be good. And with the plot, with Bianca Belair winning, I literally forgot that you had the briefcase after Belair won, because I expected Oscar or Charlotte to win. I did not expect Bianca to win it back. I thought Bianca was definitely going to eat the pin, but she apparently won it back, and hey, she got the win. So, well, she got the win until Io cashed in. So, game's the game. What can you do? But yeah, 9 out of 10 or 9.5. I'm rating it now. Cannot complain at all about that match. All right, technically it's the eighth match, because I don't really classify the Money in the Bank match as the cash in the cash in match as a match, since it was only 8 seconds long. But anyway, for argument's sake, I'll just say ninth match. Ninth match, Roman Reigns v Jey Uso. Honestly, 7 out of 10. You know what? It wasn't a bad match. I think I'm just getting tired of Roman's matches. I think his Roman's matches are not. I don't know. It just wasn't that interesting to me. It was interesting in a sense where I liked. It was a decent match. Jay ever since Jay got the win of Roman and Money in the Bank, which Jay has been built up like Drew McIntyre was when it came to facing Roman. But the reason why I didn't like the match was because it was kind of like the Drew McIntyre Roman match at Clash of the Castle, where Drew did everything in his power to beat. Or no, Jay did everything in his power to beat Roman, but all of a sudden a random person comes from out of nowhere, and in this case Jimmy, to take him out, and then Roman just capitalizes on the distraction, or just capitalizes on when Jimmy's stunned or Jay's stunned, and then gets the win. So I don't know. It was a good match. Jay managed to take out Roman solo, even though when they were both ganging up on him. Because Roman Reigns speared Solo as well, it made Solo hesitant to start help him. So yeah, it makes sense, but I don't know. I think I'm actually just getting tired of Roman matches, because his Superman punch and spears, it just doesn't feel like finishes anymore, because everyone he faces is now just kicking out of them. So it's just like normal moves. Like, no, I don't even remember him using the guillotine in the match. I think if he used the guillotine, to be fair, if he used the guillotine more, I think I'll still be saying the same thing. But not a bad match, but 7 out of 10. It's his matches. Like, a lot of people hate Roman's matches because he doesn't have that much moves, or he's very simplistic, and I kind of disagreed with them. But now, after that Jey Uso match, I'm not gonna lie, I was tired when I saw that match, so I watched it. I watched the last part of it twice. So the first time I watched it, I was like half asleep, but even when I was half asleep, I was just like, I wasn't that interested. So I watched it when I was like wide awake, and I still feel the same way. When, like, a match that I watched when I was half asleep, but I really enjoyed, was, I think, Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, 2021. I enjoyed the match, even though when I was half asleep, I enjoyed the match. So the fact that I was half asleep and didn't enjoy this match, to go back and still feel the same way, like, yeah, I'm not changing my mind. It's just something different needs to happen in Roman's matches to be interesting. It can't just be and like unforeseen person just comes from out of nowhere to thing to help Roman. I don't even know if Jimmy's helping Roman or if Jimmy just has a hatred for Jay because he was the right hand man. Why couldn't Jimmy? I don't know. It's interesting. One good thing about this because I feel like the Jay was getting a lot of the love, seeing as how Jay got the pin and has kind of ever since 2020 really. It's always really been Jay and Roman because Jimmy got injured and then Jimmy got a kayfabe injury ever since after Money in the Bank. But now Jimmy's turned heel. Or I mean, I guess a tag team is probably not going to be a tag team for a while. But this will allow Jimmy to be a massive heel, and it can allow Jay to be a massive face, so they can actually both branch out as singles competitors rather than just be labeled as a tag team, which I think a lot of people have done, me included, as a tag team wrestler. Which yeah, they are tag team wrestlers, but this will allow them to branch out as singles stars if done right. And you know what? Because they've been involved in Roman, and because of how popular Jay will be, especially after Jimmy's probably going to say something on SmackDown. So if Jay comes out, I think Jay will probably get a massive pop. But yeah, 7 out of 10. It wasn't a bad match, but I guess I'm just tired of Roman matches now. Like something interesting needs to happen. Like something big just needs to happen. Like I don't know. I can't explain it, but it's just something different needs to happen in Roman's match that'll just spark my interest in him again. But yeah. Anyway, overall SummerSlam, I'll give it 8.5 out of 10. There were some really good matches. The main event, despite me sounding disappointed in it, it was a good main event. The matches in between, other than I guess the Shayna Ronda match and the Battle Royale match, despite the Battle Royale being somewhat decent as well. But yeah, the matches were good all round. I can't complain. 8.5 out of 10. Yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if you agree and disagree with my opinions. But yeah, that is my review of SummerSlam 2023. And yeah, that is it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully next time for Payback, I'll be able to give a review in a few days' time rather than waiting for like Raw and SmackDown to go past for me to give a review. But who knows? I'm busy. And this is literally the only time I'm free. You know, I don't even know when this review's coming out. I'm recording this on, or technically Saturday now, and yeah, I literally don't know. I think this review will come out on Sunday, if I'm not lucky. Actually, not even this. You know, this might even come out on Monday at the latest. It should. Hopefully, I'm gonna try and get this out for Saturday. It's probably going to come out on Monday though, because I'm busy on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday afternoon and Sunday for the whole day. So there's a good chance it's going to come out on Monday. Maybe even Tuesday. But I'm going to try and push it for Monday. But yeah, anyway. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.